everybody, welcome back to another stream. Alright, so today is the first day of the TemCS American 4th Regional. So we gotta get a lot of practice done, or just what we can at least. We still have a few hours, and honestly I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream the whole time. It'd be kind of nice to stream all the way up until the tournament, and then to go raid one of the casters, so that you guys have like endless PvP content for the day. Because I will not be streaming the tournament, I will be playing in it, and I don't want somebody sniping me. So I will record all my matches and try and get commentary, but I will post them on YouTube after the fact. So that will be that. So right now we'll just be warming up, and all the players that want to scout me are more than welcome to, because I have a MIDI anyways, so I can't say I'm taking this 100% seriously. It's totally not just an excuse because I'm bad and couldn't find a good team this patch. No, it's just because I'm screwing around intentionally, yes. Oh, alright, nice quick match. I never fully appreciate it, but I do love the Pookie banner, and I'm really glad that they added it to the game. Well, it's good to get some practice against a Digi team, I suppose. Digi aggro. But this is a bad matchup for me. I guess it's not awful. I have like the midi Moala lead I could do right now. Yeah, it makes more sense to lead Nestle Moala. My Nestle should not fall asleep because Chamomile should go before Hypnotist. And Nestle's really good against Digi teams. Well, that's kind of why it's important. I can T-Strike and Telekinetic this Arachnite and should have good success. Unless it's got camo. That'd be rough. The Gazm is highly unlikely to be camo because it's fast charge, not receptive. We're gonna see a Mudred get banned out here. So after Mudred's gone, what I really don't want to face is Hedgen, I don't think. Some time for before bed. Good luck today, peeping the VODs. Thanks for the support, Aches. I will definitely get those VODs up. Or you can just watch the casters if they spectate my games. It's East and Laura Weaver, so usually they like some creative jank. I always enjoy watching casters talk over my matches afterwards too, because they almost never know what's gonna happen. It's really fun. Okay, well we get the full Digi set here. Didn't pick the Volphy. All my Token has priority. I think it'll still be too slow to outspeed anything, but I should almost raise my token speed to 223 just for the Zalbian matchup. Because for those who don't know, people don't want their Zalbians faster than 222 because at 222 you can still underspeed Decidor and Naga with heavy armor, with Electro Punch. But if you're any faster than that, Nagai's will outspeed you, and then it's bad. Not quite sure what's going to be the play here. There's a Ragnet, so it's not like I can freely click electric moves. But because of the fast charge, I think I'm okay clicking Water Blade. Yeah, he just swaps Ragnet into the Arachnite slot. Very fair play. Speed Arrow used in favor. I'm not sure what speed. I guess it's like a base speed Gazuma or something. Seems like a pretty tanky Ragnet. I might be able to outspeed it with the telekinetic, honestly. Like, this board doesn't have anything to hit Nesla, but it can really wreck Moala, which is kind of the issue. I think I just Water Blade and or a Transient. And I think that's pretty safe, because it did over half of Ragnar's health last time. It'll also do it this time. I want to keep Aquatic up, off hold, for the Digis. My Nesla is fast enough that it'll outspeed a Chromion T-Strike, which is good. I still have Volphy in the back, which is also nice. Zalvian's probably the biggest issue right now because it has, like, wastewater. I see a Turbine from the Ragnet, just so it gets some damage off before it dies. He targets the Moala kind of because he has to, but it's not great because he's got 3 Digis and all of them one-shot Moala. I could have very easily gone and hit the Gazuma with something, but the Gazuma, instead of doubling the Ragnet, since it wasn't a threat on this board. But I want to get one of those Digis on the field so I can use Aquatic on it with Nesla. Unfortunately, he has Speed Arrow now, so if he can bring in Arachnite now, throw it a Sparks, and it'll turn into Electric type before I get the Aquatic off, because my Nesla and his Gazuma are Speed tied. So I probably should have wasted the Speed Arrow. Speed Arrow is a very complicated thing. If anyone doesn't know how it works, it would take me almost a full video to explain it, so I will not be doing that right now, but it's really goofy. I think this is about the only possible viable swap for token. And then we Transient. I will not outspeed, but I am predicting a Sparks into a Crystal Spikes. And I was wrong. So I wish I just stayed in an Aquatic. Unfortunate. Also, it's actually a slow Arachnite, so that's really good information. Because it was slower than his Gazuma. Hello, Kip. Welcome. Let's get some warm-up here. Should be free today to play TemCS. Oh, that's awesome. I guess you'll be able to prove to me how awesome speed-invested teams are. So here's the Sparks. It was just delayed. I totally should have stayed in. I just couldn't be certain. I do get the burn at least, so Nesla takes less damage, which is cool. Oh, did he use T-Strike to kill the Tolkien for some reason? No, Water Cannon. That's not stab, so it doesn't kill. Very, very strange play. His Gazuma will not outspeed my Tolkien. And my Arachnite. Okay, so... And I get to burn on the Arachnite, so even if he does see Spikes Nesla, which is highly likely, it'll do less than half. Yeah, nice. Tanky Nesla OP. Please redirect that Tesla Prison onto my Nesla and heal it. If only. Gazuma does OX. Huge. Absolutely huge. Go with Volphy here just to apply more pressure. Zalbian swap in is good because I don't know if a Water Blade plus Sludge Gift kills Zalbian. So I have to Aquatic and take the OX on Nesla. Because if it didn't kill, I'd be in rough shape. I can't even Electric Storm either. I wouldn't want to anyways, because I would take a Wastewater. Ooh, definitely glad I Aquatic'd. Would not have killed otherwise. Alright, now it's the question of can Volphy live a harmful plus tornado? And I believe it can. So. Kinda has to. Volphy's really specially defensive. Mine has a ton of it has max HP. It only has a little bit of special attack, but a Dust Vortex on a Chromion of all things should be A-okay. Goes for the Sparks, which is interesting. I guess he doesn't want to OX on Gazuma. Oh! I was not expecting the Pigment Inverter. I thought about it, and I was like, nah, there's no way. But now I should be fine because his harmful it won't kill because he doesn't have Cinder Typer bonus. Plus I have Speed Arrow, so I'll go before whatever Gazma wants to do. And then the Wally can win the 1v1 versus Gazma after that. It outspeeds, so we can get Plague value with Exhaust. Oh, Hologram. Okay. I should have doubled the slot. We're facing confused as to YPI. Yeah, he doesn't really have any Crystal or Earth counters on his team, so I guess it makes some sense. He rests on his Gazuma. Okay. I think I lose because of the hologram. Ah, I forget that move existed. I'm like, no, Generify. If I just doubled into the Chromion, I win 100%. But I'm like, nah, the Aquatic kills, always. Oh, and that barely kills. Yeah. I could have still won, but I did also kind of get best of ones, so it feels bad. Chromion has too much stamina. I cannot win this late game. Gazma's faster after the -1. Super unfortunate. It's just getting chip damage since it knows it dies. I should have resin trapped Chromion, but it didn't matter because I can't take T-Strike in a harmful or anything. I guess I had to Plague the Chromion and hope it OXs from whatever it uses. And then Allergic Spread next turn. Yeah, it would have OX from T-Strike. So that would have won me the game too. This was a very rough game, but it is my first match of the day, warm up. GG's to my opponent. Or TemCS you missed by having vacation, unfortunate. At least the content will all be there, but participating in it, yeah, makes it rough. Or a little just far this TemCS, yeah. Yeah, if I can just break into the top cut, that would be more than enough for me. Make it to day 2, show off midi, looking at casters, look at teams. It's like somebody else is saying hello on stream. Also in Side Park. Had another fan say or message me during Inside Park last night because I had a little bit of free time yesterday, not enough to stream again, but just enough to run some encounters in Side Park. No luck yet though. No luck. Alright, so it goes Broccolim, Tolkien, Gialis, and then Natures, and there's none of those here. So I guess I banned the Mimit because it can steal one of my Natures. You know why you haven't received any messages? Because when your chat doesn't work, you can't receive whispers? Oh, that's silly. I guess just another bug for the road. You guys think one of these has energy drink? Probably not, right? Bobby gets messages for his team, and you don't? When you run to Diego. Oh. So what do I have against Mastion 2-Vine? If I choose that. It sucks, but I kind of just gotta lead Wolfie. You run Digiago, you're best of 1 Chromion. Do you also have a pigment inverter? Electric Chromion? If I knew that, I would have just like Sludge Gift Waterbladed the thing. Yeah, here's... I wonder if the Ragnet's faster, so you can P-Jab into Uppercut or something. That would be bad. We go with the midi. So what I can do is Jinx Whisper, well, unless it's camo, but I could Jinx Whisper the Ragnet. And as long as it's not a super fast Ragnet, I could help in the matchup so that midi doesn't lose like 90% of its health from an Electro Punch. There's no synergy. There's no neutral, so there's no Sparkling Bullet here. It actually might just be a pure support Ragnet with like P-Jab, Hypnosis with a ton of speed. So I guess it would be safer to Sludge Gift it. I had to think really quick because I was too busy talking. But I think that was the best ban. Because Mastion hit like all 3 of these, and I didn't want to be forced into Moala. Even though Moala is actually really good here. Worth noting that this guy has 4 Digi weaknesses as well as a Mimit, which could double as another. The only thing I would want Tolkien for is 2-Vine, but honestly, Mudrid deals with it almost as well. I have to watch out though. My Mudrid is not max speed, it's meant to outspeed max speed Golzy, so if this is a max speed Psypat, I could get outsped. And that would be sad. So it's very possible. Like, Psypat's really fast and most people calc it to be so. Alright, it's Camo Ragnet, so even if I wanted to sleep it, I cannot. We could see a double in on the midi, wanting to save health on the Mashuk. but I don't think he'll outspeed with E-Punch. Side pass not a digi weakness, but a digi answer. Ice Cubes doesn't one-shot anything other than Hedgen, or even Schween's Horn Venomous Claws. So, oh man, little midi versus a big Sambi. Connection's off of here, so you're gonna look for a while. Good luck with the games. Thank you. Goober with a fish hat spectating. I'm not familiar with who that player is. Might just be somebody in Cy Park. Let's see a Cy Pat swap in here. That's kind of a rough board for it. I probably should have doubled the slot. I gotta take more time when I'm clicking my moves. I do. Must calm down. Think about my moves. Because my play now will probably directly transfer to the tournament. If I had doubled that slot, Cypat would be dead, unless Sambi does kill. Yeah, a matter teleport kills. If it got greedy and used like transient, it wouldn't have, or may not have. It's hard to say. He just doubles the Volphy slot now. Oh, he actually swaps the Cypat. Interesting. Sammy doesn't really like this board, so that's okay with me. He could put all his efforts into killing the Wally, I suppose. Yeah. Ooh, that stamina bar is gone. And it OX is super good for me. Alright, let's see. Is this a randomly super speedy 2-Vine with 232 speed? It is not. So it goes down. Yeah, if it had speed invested, either wouldn't have probably killed, or it would have been a lot squishier. Alright, so this is a bit strange. Is he confident his Nicho kills Lawali? I suppose. I teleport did 200 to it. It depends on how much attack invest this Cypat has. I'm trying to think if Sludge Gift plus Transient would kill this Cypat. Or if he even bothers clicking that. I think damage on the Mashuk is actually more important right now. I have a shot. That's fair. Yeah. I was confused because the initial turn when I said I was going to Jinx Whisper, I thought I used it, but then that didn't happen. Theoretical plan did not happen. So parry or bulky Mashuk. Well, I can take another Wastewater, which is really important. Mudred can deal with Sambi and Ragnet in the back, so it's very likely we're going to see one of them sacked right here. If it's not a max speed Psypat and I could get a synergy to Luge off, that would kill Psypat. Seedust would not. Okay. So he clicked something else on Psypat and it was not higher than 300 speed. So that's probably just going to be game here. Oh, first aid kit. Okay, it's not game yet. It is not. Okay, so why am I bringing in Lawali here? Mudra dives to one hit from Mashuk here, and like I said, Mudred can easily deal with Sambi and Ragnet. So I just want to make sure that Mashuk dies. He's going to swap for Ragnet here. Yeah. Hypoxia just in case, but it was a very obvious Ragnet swap. He actually targeted the Lawali though, which is surprising. It's a good play by him. I almost doubled in the Sambi with the Transient Plague. And had I done that, I would have actually won. Because I'd still have Mawala and Lawali on the field. Now I have to hope that a Dust Vortex kills Mashuk, and I'm not sure if it does. Because he just attacks Mawala with everything he's got. Yeah, him attacking the Lawali there was super smart. I think that just wins him the game. It depends on how much special defense he's got on his Mashuk. And most bulky parry or Mashuks have a lot, and they just kind of sacrifice the damage. The first aid kit is what really threw me off. I know that Mashuk doesn't really have a good item anymore. Oh, okay. We're good. Mudred's OP. So, but having that extra healing made it so that just possibly it could have been enough. Sleeping on Mudred Dust Vortex. I'm still getting used to Mudred, alright? I haven't ran it for a while. It's very... I don't actually know its special attack. Isn't it like 280 or something? Kind of not great. GG's indeed. Spitting in the face of melee moves, exactly. He's Legend 10, so that's a cool win. Alright. So I actually just got a bunch of feathers, so I'm going to take a short break, run over to Tamer's Paradise, and see if I can perfect my Volphy so I can turn it on Luma. I guess I didn't calc ahead of time if it would be enough. If I don't have enough, I'll probably just perfect my Nesla instead. But either way, we'll get one extra Luma we can use. It's always fun to show off, especially since I got the regional coming up. Still think this Cabeza's a new player. I never thought he was a new player. All I said is that he... Well, no, I said he was a new player. I don't think he's an alt, essentially. But the guy's on all the time. I think he just brute forced his way to learning the game. Okay, well, we actually need one more win. If we get one more here and get this bonus, we'll be able to perfect Volphy. But if not, we will not. It's Wolfie account. YouTube videos soon sponsored by Crema. That would be awesome, actually. But he would never do that. His entire job is essentially making Pokemon content and having deals with Nintendo. If he all of a sudden betrays that, it would look really bad for him. And he might lose some sponsorships that he already has that are far more than what Crema could offer. Just because of the size of the franchise. Go check if that Bright Beam's still in the auction house. Buy for Nesla. Because Nesla's like 9 attack, so it's like functionally perfect. I just need to pick up a couple attack hotfixes and Bright Beam ETC. And Halacho, hello, welcome. Heart emote, I like it. I have no idea what these were. I think they were just eggs. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. Excited for the regional here. I'm hoping to show off the power of MIDI. There's no Bright Beam. Unfortunate. Got some in chat? Okay, that's cool. I will prioritize buying from chat. I guess I should have asked you guys first. I just saw one the other day and when I was looking for the MIDI ETCs. When that whole kerfuffle happened. I'm not going to go back to Side Park until we find this match and see if I get enough for the Volphy. I should probably check and just make sure that my Nesta doesn't have Bright Beam. And actually take a second and look at its moveset so I don't buy another ETC I don't need. Bit of a longer queue. I suppose most of the players participating today don't actually want to play and end up revealing their... Oh, my Nestle's not even level 100. Wait, my Volphy's not either. Well, this is sad. I guess I'll have to do that later. Playing the regional? I am, but I'm just not afraid of revealing my team. I don't think it particularly matters. I don't have a whole lot of surprise factor. Doesn't have to be level 100. Oh, are you sure? I heard it had to be. You have 2 bright beams. Nice. Are you online, Kip? You could just head over to the Deniz airport. Or I guess I could just fly over to Tamer Paradise. It's 1 less trip for me and 1 extra for Kip. What team am I playing? I'm playing just something for fun. It's a Deluge core with MIDI. And then a couple meta Tems just because unfortunately they're so strong I kinda have to run them to have a better chance. I'm already at a disadvantage using a Tem that's not fully evolved, so. But if I can make top 8, that would be really funny. So that's kind of my goal. You're trying things because you don't feel comfort? Yeah, same here. I probably tried like 20, 30 teams this patch. Most of them were for fun. But how much you want, Kip? I tried a whole bunch of them. Some I actually tried to make good teams, and none of them felt good. I thought H-Slap and P-Jab, like a defense drop core, would be pretty good, especially with 2 Vine Shimurian and such. But even that didn't feel good, because you either have teams that are too slower paced and too tanky, and I can't actually break through them. Or you'll have teams that are too fast and they'll just double in and kill you. So, MIDI kick W. It's fun. And yeah, thank you, Kip. Alright, Bright Beam, Nesla, time to never use this move. You're queuing? Alright, I might run into you, but currently I'm going to finish up this Nesla, make sure it's 9 attack hotfixes. Just because I want an extra Luma to turn on. Gotta show off cosmetics in the big tournament later, right? A lot of 150 random fixes yesterday, I saw. You had so many feathers built up, kind of crazy. Yeah, Arbory. Arbor's where the smoothie shop is. Not gonna like do a super specific TV spread, I'm just gonna do something general. I'll look at what I have on my nest list spread right now, because this is typically the one I always do. It'll probably be like 10 special attack, 2 stamina, 1 speed, and the rest special or HP. The Vendor and Omni that gives 50 random TVs. Yeah, random TVs, that's right. But I might actually, like Nesta's a cool Tem, and I throw it on a lot of teams. I was using it before it was popular, and it got all those stat buffs. So if I ever do, like, get back into Dojo Wars or something, it would be nice to have. Join Vanity and play it on Dojo Wars? That's kind of the plan. Pookie Pond flopped, unfortunately. And Vanity, I got a lot of friends, you included, so I'm definitely going to head over there. If you guys will let me. Alright, let's see what's my Nesta spread. Yeah. Alright. Everyone there likes you? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you guys are a great club. Definitely why I'm hopping over there. I know so many of you guys from all the time I've been playing the game. Alright, let's see. Does it work? Alright. It does not have to be level 100. It has been confirmed. This nest is only level 97. It's one of the perfect Lumas I don't have a nickname for yet, though. I should just fly to Side Park. I don't normally nickname my Tems. I'm not that creative, but my perfect Lumas, because they're a bit more special, I do actually take some time and think of names for them. Nesla, I'm not. I don't really have any ideas yet. I haven't been naming them ever since Showdown came out, because I've basically just been using Showdown teams. Alright. I'm here, but I forgot to queue up. Oops. We'll do that right away. There we go. Yeah, I still got a couple hours. Can probably get like 6, 7, maybe 8 games in. Tournament starts right before lunch, so then I gotta make a choice. Do I want to eat beforehand, or do I hope that there's enough time after my match to eat? I'm not like there's not a whole lot of stall players anymore, but if there is one playing today, then there'll be extra time at the end of every matches for kind of a little break. I don't think there's a whole lot of like NA stall players. Like Tsubaki, I think it plays in the America regional, right? I haven't seen him around a whole lot. I'm not sure if he'd actually pop in. I think there'll be at least 2 teams with Yowler. I know there's like Plat playing slow raid boss Toxic Ticks. He always does when he can. Tsubaki is playing? Okay. I should definitely eat beforehand then. This team is really unique. I like it, but I also don't know what it wants to do. There's a Babua with its only water synergy being mimic. I guess this guy like Volgon too. Pig seems weird. Maybe it looks like a friendship debris typhoon pig. Honestly, Valiar isn't even a Tem anymore. This team scares me just because I don't know what it wants to do. He shrap Zao for that? Oh, the Yowler? Yeah, that makes sense. That team is all over the place. This one? What is this team? Does someone play it that I'm not familiar with? Why is there a Valier on it? Alright, I picked Zenrith for sure. And I think Lawali. Haven't seen that team? Yeah, I haven't either. It's very unique. Like, yeah, here we got the Babua Mimit lead. No surprises there. There's a lot of synergies, yeah, but each one collapses. Like, if I ban the Volgon right now, all those synergies, poof, gone. So then it's just kind of... It's weird speed tiering, because you got stuff like Seismuch, Hedgen, Valiar that are fast, and then Volgon and Pig, which are slower. Ran out of time. Hedgen probably wasn't the ban, but Hedgen is really good on this lead board that I have, so I wanted to get rid of it for that reason. I still have options against Seismuch with Midi, Nesla, and Volfi, and even my Lawali. These two are just supports, they're not even Tem. Volgon's even a support. This team has like 4 supports. The 4th being Mimit, basically supporting any sort of aggro playstyle. Nesla, and obviously we go the midi. Only thing that can beat the midi is the Volgun. It'll depend. So the first turn is gonna be determined by how much speed, the speed to bulk ratio on this Baboa. Have you seen Valier's attack set? You mean telekinetic? Because that's all it's got. Oh, Valier's attack stat. It's in like 78. It's pretty high, but like I said, TKS is its only option because they took Black Hole from it. It doesn't have Matter Teleport. Sambi's attack stat is like way higher, and it has Matter Teleport, so it's just bad that way. Ninja Slam goes hard on Digi layers. That may be. I cannot confirm nor deny that that works. Okay, so it's a fairly bulky Baboa. It's a slower pace. Nothing like Brutal Felix's. So that did 31%. His Mimit is faster. Probably a max HP, max speed Mimit. Okay. So next turn I just C-Spikes this Baboa since it's slower, and I Plague the Mimit to get the OX since the Lawali's faster. Yeah, so Baboa's max HP, max speed. Or no, Baboa's max HP, max attack. Mimit is max HP, max speed. Based on damage taken. I mean, ignoring like any stamina that probably has invested. Actually, losing half of your stam bar is a Baboa. I know it was OX, but that's still kind of crazy. Don't know. Baboa has one of the highest stamina stats in the game. Same as Valiar, actually. The 34 stam move? Yeah, I suppose. I forgot I exhausted it when I said that initially. No, I live this. Easy, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what this team does from here. He doesn't have synergy for anything anymore, so he can't actually kill Zeno reasonably. Like, Pig turn 1 is just Debris Typhoon. So who cares? I don't even know if that kills Zeno. If it's not attack invested, it won't. Yeah, that's definitely in range to that or empty. Oh, yep, it's attack invested. Yeah, hand fan. Max attack pig. That's fun. I like it. Is it viable? Far from it. What does Midi do that gave it its spot there? Besides Vanx, it's the highest base stat total non-fully evolved Tem. Or, like, first evolution Tem. Yeah, I'm mainly using it for the meme. That is, by and large, the main reason I'm using it. But it also has soft touch, so I can kind of do some shenanigans with it against slower teams. I was wondering if it did something better than Sambi, but soft touch will do it. Yeah, I mean, soft touch is fun. Bulky Nutbar Volgun. Not, like, especially surprising, but interesting, nonetheless. And that's fine. This board does nothing to Nesla and doesn't really do much to Lawali either. Oh, see, If you don't invest on Pig, that feels bad. Get the special attack drop, but Nestle has camo. So, nice. I bet you this is a friendship pig, so I don't have to worry about killing it. Volgon's ignored until it has Ampere up. I'm afraid of an Ampere. Am I supposed to be? You usually am. R. There's a good play with the Mimit. It eats the... Had I resin trapped, it would have eaten that really well. It also puts him in a good spot for killing Nesla, if you wanted to. It's a full bulk Volgon or whatever. This team just... It's all over the place. And so nothing it really wants to do. It doesn't excel at anything. It does everything average. Or below average, I should say. It's got some fun ideas, it's just failing to hit the mark. The Doppelrouge Mimit, that's so fun. I like it. Very, very, very tanky Volgon. Volgon probably goes... What if it's a random showdown built team? Could be. Definitely could be. So there's the Ampere, pretty good play. Volgon should OX. It's just gonna T-strike. Then I'm gonna get size much wrecked. I don't think there's anything to really... Yeah, this was the play I was expecting though, because he needs to kill a Wally or else he doesn't stand a chance. So here we have to see the wreck. So Midi unfortunately will go down. I could have swapped to Tolkien, but less animations for the same difference. It's kind of helping the speed of the game go quicker. It's a minor possibility Midi lives. Oh, or it outspeeds. Yeah, that's an option. Ooh. What did he click like strangle? He must have. Maybe he only has, no, he has T-strike. Yeah, don't know. GG's. Goofy team. Well, you don't run offensive Pig, unfortunately. Expected it to have Cage maybe on Volgon. That would have been alright. But if I just stayed in and plagued on the size munch, it would have died anyways, so good to lock things in to finish stuff off. Yeah, that would have helped for sure. He would have run out of stamina faster. I think that would have been the better play. I feel like support Volgon really only finds its niche in supporting physical teams with Stare and Beef Up. I guess it can also kind of be an exhaust support, or a overexertion support. But there's other Tems that also do that, so Alright, this will be good practice. I wanted to face a stall team. So my stall team with Strangle, yeah. But I mean, there's other stuff like Cycrocs and even Sambi that kind of do the job the same. I guess Ampere value is really good though. Quadruple nature is actually really bad for me. My team does not like natures. So right out of the bat, this looks kind of rough. Just got triple electric. It's just a nature electric core. If I had toxics, he really wouldn't have anything against me. Okay. Love the Pookie at the top left. Yeah, Pookie fight. That was a fun one. The top two were ideas that I had. The bottom two were things that there were emotions I wanted Pookie to express, but Kana came up fully with the designs. I mean, she did all of them, but I just knew a little bit better what I wanted for the other ones. Pookie fight squish. It'd be cool to get some more emotes. Shoot, he bans MIDI. But I mean, you unlock more emote slots with like subscriber points. And I don't like asking people to subscribe on the Twitch. If anyone's got Twitch Prime, I feel less bad, but actually paying money feels a little rough just for some jank PvP content that I provide. It's definitely high quality. I'm gonna need Zenrith. Just for brute force. I do have two spots open though. I have one for an animated emote and one for just another typical one. I'm thinking that commissioning a wave for the animated emote, because I end up using that one a lot in other people's servers. Like after a raid, it would be nice to have just be like, I have an emote that's really good at saying hello. And also for the standard one, it'd be nice to have like a Pookie with a heart or something. Please don't have Sharp Leaf. Embers is fine. I mean, I don't really need Mudred outside of this board here. Like, I don't think I can one-shot Grumper with Dust Vortex, especially without Iron Coating. So that sucks. Do I even have max special attack on the thing? Yeah, no, I had to take some out just for stamina rotation. Because Mudred has trash stamina. Just swap in Volphy. We're likely going to see a Dust Vortex and a Meteor Swarm. Getting holds off of Dust Vortex for Volphy is good. She swaps out, so while very low, there is a chance that the Dust Vortex kills now. Never mind, that's some special defense invested Grumper right there. I wish I had MIDI so I could just get this Yowler to a point where I can just sleep strangle lock it in the end game and ignore it all game, but that is not possible. Luckily, most of my team is, or my entire team is special attackers, so the stone wall doesn't do a whole lot. Okay, so we're gonna see the most likely Mom's Lunch Nidrisil come into this board now. Lock with Plague plus Jinx, Volfila Wally. That's true, I can do that. I think I slowly burn through stamina doing it that way. Because Plague is expensive. But you're right. It still gets to attack though? No, it wouldn't get to. Not with that rotation. Mom's Lunch Nid? Well, it's Nid anyways. We'll see if it has Mom's Lunch. Yeah. On the right side, all teams are predictable. Unfortunately, putting Yowler to sleep doesn't matter a whole lot because it just gets building blocks stacked up. Which... it is fine sleeping. I think it's next turn it procs though, not this one. Hey, Fire Tornado, I don't know if it kills a Nidrisil, 100 no. I don't think so. Also, stall Nidrisils have lots of HP invest. He probably just spores his Yowler and sacks the Nid here. I'll play... I want to Plague just in case he swaps back into Grumper. So it would kill the Grumper and I would get the Fire Tornado off on the Yowler at least. Okay. Tyrannac. The last turn of Frightening, so Marbles will do work now. Maybe predicting like... no, I'm not sure about the Tyrannac swap in, honestly. I guess he just wanted some healing on it. That's fair. I can't really prevent the Tyrannac from getting the max value out of those regen ticks. So I just Dust Vortex Tyrannac. Okay. So he's just buying a little bit of more health for the Tyrannac. It's a good play. I could have Fiery Souled the extra stamina to prevent that. Had I thought about it or known, I definitely would have. Roar. Okay. Not used to Tyrannax having, or actually running that move yet. I forgot they buffed it. That was a good play by him. 80 and not 81 Stamon token. Oh, shush. Is it Doom Dino though? Or it could be? He hasn't shown his item yet. It's Frightnac. But I have Team Elusive Volphy. And it's so hard to say. Probably should have just swapped out Volphy here. Volphy does not want to eat. Yeah. I get to avoid the extinction. So it doesn't have Meteorite probably. Wow, all that applied 2 statuses. That's kind of funny. Burn makes the clinch not do a whole lot, which is nice. Tolkien, it doesn't matter if it dies. It's actually kind of nice that it does because it's already got the -2 special attack. I want to get more damage on Tyrannak, but he probably knows that. So it's a question of, do I Plague to kill the Grumper? I just Dust Vortex anyways. Yeah, dang it! If I Plagued, I would have got the Fire Tornado on the Yowler, and it would have at least had a little bit of pressure on it. But last time I predicted that, I got the prediction wrong, and it was wasted, so... Another clinch. He's just saving stamina. Let's see, he roared, extinctioned, and then swapped. So he doesn't have roar up again yet. Oh, -2 special attack feels bad. Hibernate, yeah, I don't care. Yowler's just gonna sit there. It hasn't gotten any procs of anything that matters yet. Problem is, I need Volfi and Lawali alive in the endgame. Mudred's gonna die. Basically, yeah, I need to bring in Zenareth here. I need a Dust Vortex and Sea Spikes to kill the Tyrannak, and I need Mudred to live the Savage. He's asking a lot. Winter's Call might be up too, I guess I don't know. I guess I should have Soil Steamed. This doubling definitely kills Tyrannak. Wish it would have been better if I saved my nuke for next turn. Oh, no, this is good. This is really good. He's getting greedy with stamina. Savage would have killed. And then I wouldn't have been able to get the damage on Cycrox here. But now with Sea Spikes plus Soil Steam plus Hypoxia from the Wally should be able to finish that out. Ugh, maybe not. Yikes. Too much damage. I think he runs Toughen, Hibernate, Winter Call, and Clinch is the only attack. Oh. That's fair. That would make sense. That would definitely make sense. Toxic Slime on the Zenareth. Yep. It's heavy armor, so it's not like first aid kit and I get screwed here. I think I could manage anyways. More than likely see the Winter's Call here. Yup. That's just fine though. As soon as Zenareth dies, I get Volfi on the board and then I can sleep cycle. So, heavy armor over Arvile, definitely weird. Definitely. Yikes, that damage. Savage definitely would have killed and the game would have been over. GG's, I think. Just trying to make sure I do this right. Volfi will be faster, puts to sleep. Send this kid to turn 25. Usually after the first rotation they realize that they can't win. Nice building blocks, bro. I'm asleep. Hey man, if you're gonna run Yowler against me, I feel like this is well deserved. Stupid Tem. Alright, and now he FFs. There's no reason for him to take this out another 10 turns. Oh, I guess he's going to. Oh, he's clapping. FFs now. It's just a nice strategy against raid bosses. Yeah, back when I was running my horror team, I had like hallucination, and I did it with that. I have a net loss of 6 stamina with Lawali each time I do it, but that's not enough to matter. People complain it's not interactive, but there is interactivity. Just don't get your raid boss until losing an endgame. Yeah, basically. Alright, GG's. It's only interactive if you don't know it's there. Perma sleep against Doomer, totally justified. I agree. How many feathers we got? Nope, nope, wrong button. Yeah, spent too many. I need like 1700 to perfect the Volphy, so I probably won't be able to do it today. I might be able to get it done by tomorrow. I don't grind feathers outside of comp here, so... Not a fan of any of the Tamer's Paradise activities. I used to be fine with Safari before they completely wrecked how many feathers you get. Like Tower is really cool, but it's really frustrating and doesn't feel super rewarding. I wish they made it more like the... I always forget if it's roguelites or roguelikes that like every time you do a run, you get some sort of thing where you can get an upgrade for the next time. I would have preferred that. It feels like you're making progress each run rather than getting really repetitive after a couple times. It's cool, just not rewarding. Yeah. Yeah, the feather payouts on the draft and the other arena also feel kind of bad. Because if you end up losing before the reward starts scaling, I think it's almost like exponential. So you could invest like half an hour to get like 30 feathers and then lose when it would actually double for the next time or whatever. I don't know. Plus, it specifically counters you. And like Grit, I think it's called, the one where you actually get to pick team or Tems out of a pool. The levels on that one scales insane. It is not okay. After like 4 rounds, you're facing level 120 Tems that counter you. And against an AI that knows your every move, there's only so much you can do. I guess Digilair is about the only activity that I do, and that's for the Lumas, not for the feathers. Even then, finding a partner and finding enough time to actually that I want to sit down and run a Digilair is difficult. Because all that time I'd play a Digilair, I could be playing comp instead. a queue up, right? Just a little bit of a longer queue. Yeah, that's only 3 minutes. My sense of time gets completely warped. I actually just saw a pretty good offer in trade chat, possibly. Some new player that doesn't quite understand the value. This person, if that Luma Bun Bun they're offering is a full furt male, and they're trading it away because it has the wrong ability, that's a horrible deal. You could trade them a female furtless Bun Bun just with resilience and possibly end up with like a 300,000 Panton trade. Actually, it's probably more than that. Last I checked, the stupid full furt male crystal or fire types were going for 400k. That's why I had to give up on it. And here prices are high enough, but also the male furt going up is just nuts. I was hoping the prices would kind of go down a bit with the influx of players from the Humble Bundle. But most of them picked up pretty quick on Anihir's being worth quite a bit more than like 20k that they used to be. And they sold them for the auction house price, so it never really went down. Y'all don't come here for market talk. Lots of comp players end up with a whole bunch of extra Pansons and feathers anyways, because they just get one team that they enjoy playing, perfect all the Lumas in it, and call it good. I run so many teams with some insane variety of Tems that every time I think I've got a good team and it's all Luma, I end up making another and I need another 2 or 3 more. Let's see. So for anyone who watches my videos on YouTube, I did make a Tataru in-depth guide. I haven't posted it yet because I'm going to end up posting the VOD to this later today. And then also I'm just going to like spam post all of my matches from the Invitational, or I still say Invitational, from the Regional today. So I'm already going to post like 6 videos and give you guys enough content, but I do have the Tatter one ready to post probably like early next week, maybe even Monday. And after that it'll be like Saipat. Because I didn't even know you could get Saipat in the very first patch of grass until I saw people doing it in the speedruns. When I played through the game the first time, I kind of just ran through it. Because I knew that the first 2 Tems I wanted were Kaku and Swally. Just because they were really cute. And back then, Saipat was like the butt of a lot of jokes. It was pretty bad. I think Saipat's in a pretty good spot competitively now, though. It's still a bit sad that it's almost forced to run Schween's Horn to have a good water move. Kind of like Babua, but both of them are good. So at the sacrifice of a gear slot, they're a really solid Tem. I know towards the start of the patch we saw a whole bunch of people experimenting with Saipat, but all that kind of died down. I wouldn't be surprised if in like the mid-season patch or even in 1.5 if Saipat like takes the game by storm. It's got an awful defensive type, But it's got good enough defensive stats, it can live just about any one super effective hit with minimal bulk invest. And it's got pretty solid offensive coverage. So, all it takes is like one meta where actually, yeah, I'm actually surprised it's not better in this meta. I was gonna say because Earth types everywhere, but we got Volphy and Turok, and then Crystals as well, Tuvine. I guess in every meta there's just kind of a variety of types. All depends on what you want in your team. Oh, we finally got another rematch against Cabeza Nabo. He's got a Golzy. I don't think that was there last time. He's got 5.5 digi weaknesses now. Huh. I know that his side path's slower than my Mudrid and my Volphy Plague. I kind of want to ban the Sambi. Well, banning Sambi makes it so I'm not forced to bring my crystals, but my crystals are actually pretty solid here. What I ran into the most problems with last game was Mashuk being stupidly tanky. So I'm gonna ban the Mastion. No, Mastion, it hits most of my team pretty well, and if he mimited that, that would actually be really bad. So I just decided last second with my time running out to ban that instead. So I pick Midi here. He picks Sambi, which is fair. But now he either has to pick a melee or something that's weak, or one of his crystal weaks, and then I just pick Mudrid. Played against him some games ago, and yeah, that Mashuk's pretty tanky. Yeah. It didn't seem to have a whole lot of special defense invest from what I could tell. But it was very physically bulky. Probably max HP parrier. It was parrier, but... Isn't that super free Mudrid? Yeah, that was the plan, to threaten him into a board where Mudrid's really strong. Because by me picking Sambi, or by me picking Midi, if he picks anything other than Sambi, I have way too good of a Moala board. So I can force him into the Sambi pick, which opens up one of my crystals, and no double in from his melees besides Golzy would kill Midi. So Midi, it was either a one-shot on one of his slots or the other. So he chose both. It was Soil Steam and Matter Teleport Golzy slot free? Exactly. I'm gonna ban the Mashuk now. I've got some natures, and I know it's tanky. Worst case, stays in, kills Midi. But we don't like Midi abuse here, Kip. Get out of here. No. You're right, though. That is the worst case, and it is unfortunate if he does kill my only mental against his multi-melee core, but I think it's a worth trade. Because my natures have speed advantage against Psypat for sure, and I'm guessing Size Munch as well. And his Ragn is pretty much useless, and he could play his Mimit into one of my Tems, but if it's anything other than Midi, it's a special attacker. And that's a physical Mimit. So he won't get a lot of value with it. I love the Midi versus Sambi matchup, it's so goofy. I am superior. Small but strong. Okay, so the worst case scenario is actually that this is a stupid bulky Golzy that can live a Soil Steam from an Iron Coating Mudrid. And then it one-shots it, because my Mudrid's not max special attack. No, he just takes the kill on Midi. Oop. Dead goalsy. So the other option there was I swapped to like Volphy or something to eat the hasty lunge and prepare for the Saipat swap in. But that was not the play I chose. It's worth noting I do not have... any Deluge synergies, which sucks. Now Volphy would have outsped max speed's max Saipat Nox Bomb if it was faster. So, am I afraid of Simon's Bunch? Not really, because I have Volphy Lawali in the back. What I really want to get rid of is this Sandby. That's why I brought in Nesla, to threaten the T-Strike and Deluge on it. If his size much is max speed and outspeeds Mudred, that would be awful. But it seems like he doesn't have max speed and he's got some bulk on his Tems. So I highly doubt that. And if he swaps, the worst thing he could do is swap into Mudred. But that would actually be a really good board. It's not max attack, speed over attack. I see. So, as you can see, we for some reason scared off the Size Munch that was no threat to my board. Or that I had nothing to threaten it with besides like a Water Blade, which would have done like 70% only. Saipat has Nicho off hold. But Mudred's done its job. Blade plus DV would have cooked him. You think so? I don't know. Hard to say. It's Crystal Dust on the Saipat just for a little bit of sleep. Or a bit of chip. I read sleeping on Mudred. I just don't think Mudred does that much damage. It doesn't do enough to one-shot anything it's not super effective against. Tried to get an amphibian proc. Oh, you're right, Lelouch. I missed that. That would have been a good play. Had he got it. Because then that would have helped him outspeed the Lawali and the Volphy. It looked pretty safe because Mudred would have got one shot if it stayed in. See, like, he sacks the Mimid here, which is a fair play. But because it's still weak to the aquatic, it's kind of weird. Oh, what did he use? Nox Bomb? Nito. Interesting. Okay. Let's do another Sea Dust. Make sure it's in range to die to one plague. I guess it's kind of bad. It's no longer bad. Yeah, he's not faster. Like, he can Nicho here, but I live. And then side pack can't win against Lawali. Pretty sure my Volphy outspeeds with Plague and kills anyways, unless he's got an extra prio move on this thing. He does, he has ice cubes. GG's. It's a bit sad that Midi didn't get to do a whole lot that match. But that's kind of what I mean, where if people are doubling, spending 2 attacks to kill a Tem that's not even fully evolved, that's still really beneficial for me. Not Venomous Claws, is it not Horn? I think it is. Maybe he just... Ice Cubes, there is an argument for Ice Cubes just because of Seized, Tyrannac, and the incredibly rare Snare. I have run into matches where I've been Seized, and it actually really sucks. Because if you swap into, say, a Lava Wave, a Synergy Lava Wave, you can't actually use your Schween's Horn. And if you're facing like a Hazrat or something, it'd be nice to have that. I guess like Nicho Sai also works. Yeah, it depends on if like the extra damage on the prio matters more than the seized matchup. Egg trade, why are you all ignoring me? Poor new player. I'm not a huge fan of beggars. If he had like kindly asked, does anyone have like, I don't know, I guess even like people asking for new Tems for a new player is also kind of questionable. It's more of an issue of like, I have some postal eggs stored up that I would totally give to new players. Most of the time, they don't know how to trade, and I have to walk over to the first town, and it ends up taking like 10 minutes just to trade them a simple chubby egg. And then they quit the game after a week anyway because player retention is awful. Another match. A Duke. Okay. So I said it before. This team has 3 kind of bigger weaknesses. It's Broccolem at the top, Tolkien, and Gialis. And that's kind of my priority ban order. Anything below that is like banning out natures and then just kind of whatever I see from there. Because Gialis can't really be targeted by my mentals. It has resistant to prevent hypnotists. It's melee, so it can hit most of my team. So the only thing I have against it is basically Tolkien. Because Mudred loses that trade for the most part. If it's max speed at least. Now optimally I want to pick something that makes him not pick the Babua, because I want to ban out his nature. But he could very easily pick like Vola and Tutsu. I have to pick Tolkien here and just kind of deal with the Platamus. Yeah. Bubba's really strong against my team. For this moment and this moment only, I wish I had Burglar on my Volphy. at me being a meta slave. Wolfie Tolkien lead. Disgusting. Man's my midi! No! Why? Stop that! It's illegal. I think I've played like 4 games today and midi's been banned in half of them. It's sad. I don't have deluge synergies now. I want to bring Mudred as kind of like a backup Earth type, but it's actually going to be worse in every other scenario. So I just have to be really careful about how I play around this Anatan. Turn 1, he's gonna Schween's Horn, Toxic Slime my Tolkien, and he's gonna swap Anatan for either Platamus or Tutsu to resist the Earth type move. Hello H, welcome. I see Kipper recommended you the stream. I've seen you on Discord. Always love to see new players that are interested in PvP and getting started. Yeah, Marbles is good. Like to challenge me? Normally that's a channel point thing, but Kip would pay for you if if I didn't just. Yeah, I was gonna say. I would definitely do it. Okay. Tolkien is kind of nice against Mashuk and Sketch against Platamus, but it's there. It's also nice against Tutsu and Anatan, so Tolkien's important. Lawali's gonna be my best swap in here. We're gonna see Platamus come in. Yes, it's gonna be Platamus. So he has water cutting synergy on the next turn. So I bring in the Wally, and I Plague. What? Come on. It so should have been Platamus. I guess he picked Tutsu to get the hold off on Haito. Alright, so Wolfie's important for dealing with Anatan. That's about all I needed for though. So it's kind of unfortunate. Nestle's not going to do a whole lot for me this game. That is really nice damage. Without tag team, Tutsu takes so much. Drool? That's not what I was expecting. Okay, so now we see the Platamus coming in the 2/2 slot. For synergy water cutting to hit my Nesla. I don't know, I'm making all these predictions, but the last one didn't go well, so... Opium is Anatan likely? Unfortunate. Yeah, I guess most people run Nestles faster, so it still wouldn't get a hit off. And it can eat the double in of Hypoxia plus whatever. Well, it was finally running out of stamina though, so that helps. There's actually a chance that Lawale lives the chain hit here because Anatan is trash. Not afraid of Anatan because I have Volphy in the back. You can't really stay in on Babua because he dies to OX and double in. But this is good. Platymus dies. Platymus is one of the big things they had to worry about this game. Thank you for the follow, H. I really appreciate it. Come on, Lawale, live! Ah, close. Not quite. Might actually be max HP, max attack and then HP fill on the Anatan instead of the other way around. Very reasonable to bring in Volphy here. Ito's down, right? He brought in the 2-2. Ruled. And then swapped out. I really don't think he's running Wrenching Massage or anything. So I was pretty sure the Baba was coming in, so I almost plagued. But honestly, I didn't want to risk it. If I can just kill Babua, token's free. And now Babua's in range to die to a plague. Or a fiery soul, I suppose. Content. Hello, Lore Weaver and Neo. Welcome. I still want to keep Volphy alive for Anatan. Just don't need Nesla for much. Where did that account go? Which account? Talking about like Laddie or something? Content? Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Swapping in the Anatan here is good for him. Came in with the Showdown ults wave. Gotcha, gotcha. Token just wants some time to get some stamina back. The reason I'm using Aquatic on this 2-2 is because most 2-2s run Nox Bomb. He could run Synergy H-Slap as well, I suppose. He's got the Anatan for it. I guess I could have just Aquatic the stupid Anatan. I'm too busy thinking like, oh, my Volphy can deal with this, when I could have just watched. Oh, he double swaps. Okay. That's good. That's good. Chip on Mashuk is good. It should be in Tornado death range now. I'll Water Blade it just to be sure. Is there even any point in attacking the Babua right now? He just swaps back to Anatan. Tell you what. I'll C-Spikes and Water Blade the same slot. Yeah. No difference in the result. I could have T-Striked on Nessa just in case he decided to use a melee move on the Zenith instead. Now it's the question, does he bring in Tutu or Anatan? My question is, does it really matter? Feeling confident for the tourney? Laura Weaver, I am running MIDI. What do you think the answer to that question is? He does swap the Mashuk here. That only buys him one extra turn, though. Am I running MIDI in TemCS? That is correct. Yeah, the reason, I mean, it's kind of fun to just run a little bit of a meme tem. If I try too hard, I start having less fun. I'm already running Tolkien and Volphy, which feels too meta for my tastes. Never felt more confident if you're running MIDI in TemCS. I didn't find a team this patch that I really got comfortable with. It just, all of them felt bad. At least all the ones I tried. Like, I feel like this is, they kind of said it, it's almost like an in-between patch. They're kind of, they took a lot of stuff out, and they're going to hopefully add a lot of stuff back later. But for now, it's just, it's pretty restricted in what's in the options. I like the last meta a lot better than I like this one. So right now I'm just gonna play the meme. If it works, cool. Oh. Open the door to Hoglet for you. I'm glad, yeah, I kind of just threw the team together, but I'm glad you liked it. It's just with the minor modifications. And you were the one that wanted me to play Hoglet, so. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I forgot. Let me cancel my queue. Volphy has to be on my team to enter TemCS, I heard. Most of the Volphys haven't been making top cut lately. Do you want to send H or should I? Doesn't matter to me. I suppose you should probably invite. Yeah, blue side's usually easier to play on. Well, if you're performing bad in TemCS, you're in a match? Okay. Can't use, I don't know. Not sure what your game is, otherwise I'd spectate you. I'll just do some side part while we wait for a little bit. Yeah, I think most players have teams prepared to beat Volfi a bit better, and if they don't, they just ban it. The most used last TemCS. Most used does not mean most successful. I genuinely think that Volfi and is like the best slot for this team, unfortunately, because I wanted something to beat Electrics. I guess I've got a few electric counters, but if they start banning them out, it gets really bad with 3 electric weaknesses. You don't really need to prepare for Volfi as long as you don't get hit by it effectively. You out-trade it based on math. That's true, but like Exhaust and against slower teams, Jinx Whispers have decent control value. Forgot to change my win rate, didn't I? I feel like I've played more than 5 matches today, but maybe I haven't. Took too much time in the middle of the stream to go around and try to get my Luma perfect. Wolfie's always an issue. Yeah, its offensive coverage is pretty nuts. All fun Tems get beat by it, yeah. I know, I was trying to run like Gario and Anatan together in a slower, like bulky offense team, and the Wolfie just ruins that plan. Don't you agree with that? There's definitely options outside of Wolfie, or to be outside of. No mind, no challenge you. It's just Magnetonics. It's the same as my Twitch name, just without the Temtem added on it. How's the club going? Unfortunately, the club flopped real bad. We had like 10 or 12 new players that were interested in it, and the only one that stuck around was Hemi. And I'm pretty sure Hemi would have stuck around even if they didn't join the club. So, I guess, like Pokemon, I guess he asked for some advice too, but he was already a player that's kind of stuck around. So I'm actually going to drop the club idea, unfortunately. And I'm just going to jump into Vanity. Oh, that was a friend request. Got to send me a competitive battle. Still accept the friend request, though. Fun time is Kapire, and Kapire loves it when people run Volfi instead of other Earths. That makes sense. Yep, Oko Volfi with Last Rush after heat up. It depends on the Volfi spread. I know I was running Last Rush heat up Kapire for a little while. But that was around the same time. That was back when Volfi was better on stall, and people actually invested like 500 HP, 200 defense on the thing. Good luck, have fun. See a quad wind core, but only one of them is actually weak to electric. So here we got Volfi, and it's kind of ruining the large majority of this team. It can't hit Lawali or Volerend, but it shuts down Scaravel, Gario, Valash, kind of bad, and Whiplump, and Gazuma can't do much to it either. So if I look at that, I ban the Lawali, because there's no Broccolum, Tolkien, or Gielis, so I just ban the nature. I always like to set up a ban priority list in my head if I can. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but when it's possible, it is nice to have something that can manage against, or just so I don't have to spend as much time thinking about first ban. I don't know if one of these Temps has energy drink or not. If it does, that could hurt bad, but if it doesn't, I should be in good shape. Be a double toxic lead. That'll make both my wins really good. And Volfi's still really good against the entire backline, so we'll probably see that banned. I'm gonna ban the Whip Lump. Just because I'm gonna want to play around Mudrid and Tolkien after Volfi. Yep. I want to play around Mudrid and Tolkien. I'm gonna not pick Zenner at this game. I'm gonna pick Lawali just so I have something to manage Gario. I have to be careful when I bring it out on the field though, because there are these two toxics. Hopefully I get to knock one of them down real low. Could be energy drink knocks, but most of the time it's pillow. I still see most being first aid kit. And if it's not first aid kit, it's usually refreshing Diabolo in more of a support set. Not quite sure what this one's running. It's probably just a trance, like, bulky special attacker. Yeah. Pillow doesn't proc. Looks to me like it's gonna be a trance set. So Moala's gonna attack Volerend. Pillow procs 100%. I'm pretty sure it reveals the item. It doesn't. I guess maybe not because Sweatband doesn't. I guess I don't know. I'm gonna TKS the Volerend because it'll be faster than me, so I can attack it. And then I'm gonna attack Nox, so I don't wake it up, even if I'm faster. He just double rests. So normally you don't want to double rest because I can attack you, and if I'm faster, I could end up waking you up, and you could still get an attack off. Resting only helps you get your stamina back, and you were full on both. I've lost games before by habit resting when sleeping. HKS, interesting. Hand fan. It seemed kind of bulky. Is this like a HP invest? Aerobic Volerend? Maybe? It's a Turbo Nox, okay. So I can't get like any fast sleeps on the Snox anymore, but at least on the current board, it can't put me to sleep either. I think my Moala lives a C-Spikes if it's a Jack of all trades Valash. But Nox has Acid Reflux up, so they can get a hit off. Live, Moala, live! Yeah. Jack. Dote Valash. Ooh, stare on the Moala. That's actually a really good play. I was hoping Moala would die here. I could strangle the Nox, swap in Mudrid on the death, Soil Steam Valash, and swap in Lawali. Because Lawali would be able to one-shot Gario. And then Mudrid can kind of do whatever. Like, honestly, if I can just get a board with Mudred and Lawali, I kind of just win. So. Midi's done its job. Took Nox down quite a bit. Took out Volarend and now strangled Nox even more, so. Obviously, I swap it for Tolkien. Yeah, ignoring the Moala I don't think is a great idea. It is low health, but like it have advantage type-wise. So I can do a lot of damage. If I'm faster than this Nox now, I can just Tornado it. Valash can't do a whole lot, and then it kind of has to choose if it wants to whittle Tolkien down. Or if it wants to finish off Moala and live another turn. You would have swapped Nox for Gario and Spike Mudred. I see what you're saying. Spike Moala, yeah. I knew Gario was coming in. I couldn't bring in Lawali because my Tolkien's faster than my Lawali. So I wouldn't have been able to break its evasion. I just need to buy a turn. Tolkien did its job. Valash is dead. Like, Nox I can deal with. I just need the Mudred Lawali board I talked about earlier. Nutbar Scaravolts. Oh, he attacks the midi though. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting at all. That was a good play though, because I was hoping that he would just kill Tolkien, and then on the death swap, with Scaravolts to sleep, I can bring in Lawali and not have to worry about a Fire Tornado. Soft touch is a nice touch, yeah. I have to kill it. I have to deal that on the Scaravolt. Just have to. Yeah, I don't have any, like a lot of speed on the midi, but anything I am faster than, I get a huge advantage with. Because I can get the damage on the Scaravolt and it can't do anything. Now it's kind of down to a 50-50. Because if I swap out Mudred for Lawali, I can eat the whatever this Gario's got for me. But if he stays in and fire tornadoes, I'm not sure why he gave up there. Because if he just swapped out H here. GG's, but that game was still winnable for you. Is there a specific reason why you forfeited? There's no, like, it doesn't affect your TMR or like your ladder ranking at all, whether you win or lose. Yeah, so it was down to a 50-50 chance. In that match, if you had swapped out your Scaravolt for Noxolotl, and killed my Mudrid, then I would have only had Lawali and Tolkien against a Scaravolts, both of which can't hit super effective for me, but you can hit super effective against both of them. But on that turn, if I had swapped in Lawali to eat the hit onto Mudrid, then, and you made that swap, then I still would have won. But if you stayed in with Scaravolt then, and Fire Tornadoed the Lawali instead, you would have won as well. So, there's kind of two options. You either stay in on Scaravolt and hope I swap, or the other way around. You predicted a switch. Yeah, if you predicted a switch, you should have stayed in and just Fire Tornadoed because it was off of hold. Like, Lawali is very specially tanky, but as long as you have some decent special attack invest in that Scaravolt, plus whatever chip the Gario did, I think it would have been enough. Fire Tornado's a super strong move. But GG's regardless. I do post my VODs if you want to go back and kind of like watch my thought process through that match. Dual tank on Scaravolt, like max defense, max special defense or something, or like max HP and then split defenses. Because if that's the case, or in either case, I really wouldn't recommend that. The team is almost a little weird for a good friend Scaravolt as well. You had some slow threats with turbo options with like Noxolotl, and also so normally when you're building a team, you want the speed tiers of everything to be relatively close. You had some fast stuff like an aerobic Volarin that wants to go first, paired with some really slow stuff. Because let's say you have a board with Gario and Volarin, and you're facing an electric type. The electric type can one-shot your Volarin, but Gario can one-shot the electric type. But because Gario is so slow, Volarin dies before Gario can kill it. If you had a Mudrid in that spot instead, then Mudrid still would have been able to one-shot the electric, and Volarin would also live. But if you're going like bulky stuff instead, more on the Gario side, then you wouldn't have to worry about Volarin dying to the one hit, because it's bulky enough, because it doesn't have speed invest. It's just kind of the trade-off. We see a full Luma team here. Looks pretty cool. There's a Tolkien. There's also a Baboa. We've seen a lot of Baboas today. Kind of surprising. Especially with all the toxic spam in the meta. Immediately acknowledging my weakness to nature type though. So that's smart play. My best option here is Volphy. But a P-Jab plus a Water Cutting Lily might just kill my Volphy. Kind of forced to go Zenarith. And to just double into the Scunch slot. Seems a very unique teams today. It's actually really cool. Not often you see a neutral core anymore. Seems like a double neutral plus Quetzal user. I guess triple because of Valash. Thought about swapping out to Gario. That would not have been a good play. It's okay to OX. It's just you have to do it at the right time. Or are you talking about on the team in general? Probably that, yeah. Yeah, I mean the Scaravolt is also really slow. I'd have to look at the rest of the team again to really give something else, but I catch you in in Starla's Discord, so maybe I can help you team build sometime. Banning something. You have it on Temtem, can send link. Yeah, I'll check it out when I got some time and think about it. Maybe in between matches during today's TemCS. It's been through a few revisions. That's how it is with most teams. Like this midi team here is already on version like 3 or 4. Although it's once again another match and midi's banned. So that's so crazy. Gonna stream your TemCS match? I'm gonna record them. I'm not gonna stream it live, but I'm gonna post them all to my YouTube so people can check it out after. Nestla's really bad for me too. I should have banned Nestla instead of Aohi. Oh well. Just to spoil the idea, it was centered around turbo choreography and hyperkinetic. Yeah, I could see that. Those teams are a lot harder now because Voloran is the only hyperkinetic. Well, I guess Whiplump is as well. I forget that it learns that again. So on this board, I basically had two options. I either try and kill the Skunch with a C-Spikes, Plague, C-Spikes, or I try and kill the Babo with that same rotation. Co-host. I think they're going to do different casts so that they can cover more games, but I'm not sure. Well, a little surprised we don't see both on the same target here. That actually does half my health. That's crazy. Yeah, Babo is really strong. I don't need Volphy for anything. Babo is way more of a threat. Just swap out the Babo. You should probably be casting from PDX HQ and you're not in that Discord? Oh no. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, darn. We do see it. Oh, it was on the Zen Earth. Zen Earth can take that. I need this move flank to be slow though, so that my Volphy outspeeds it with Plague. That works too. Wow, so I guess I actually could have just C-Spike Plague, C-Spike the Skunch. I did not think that would work. It is a very squishy Skunch. I guess it sacrificed HP for more damage. I'm sure it's got the speed to outspeed Quetzal from its synergy Quetzal with its Aohi. It's just that most of these Skunches I normally see not like that. Volphy does die to a Plague. Very good. I just die here. If Volphy can get a hit off, that's good. No way. What? Why didn't I double? I'm trolling. What is this? I thought he would attack the Zenith because I could have one-shot his Nesla. Well, not one-shot. Nesla's got really high special defense. But very, very interesting. I think I still lose the game anyways. That Bobo in the back is just too much of a threat, and Nesla is just waiting to die to 2-Vine. He just one-shots Mudrid here. I guess I should have swapped Mudrid out for Nesla, and then just plagued the Scunch. That would have bought me at least one more turn and got holds off. Now I'm just helping him get 2-Vine on the board, which is not good. And Mudrid just doesn't have any sort of HP. Oh, it's a bulky Nesla. Interesting. Oh, I almost lived. That's so sad. If I could have, I probably would win the game, but alas, that did not happen. Interesting to see Babua here. I need to live the water cutting, and I think I can. Emphasis on think. It's not synergy, so it does slightly less damage. Yeah, okay, okay. I could have, if I was confident an aquatic resin plus allergic spread killed 2-Vine, I could have actually ignored the Babua that turn, but I'm not confident in that, so. I think I still got it though. Perfect stamina calcs. Woo! I did not calc for a 4-turn rotation intentionally, but I found out after playing it actually works out. So, super nice. GG's. I may have midi on this team, but my win rate is pretty solid. Who needs fully evolved Tems, am I right? Kind of a nice color, actually. Alright, we're getting pretty close to the start of the regional. Like 40 minutes left. I should actually remember to check in. That would be sad if I forgot because I was too busy streaming. Let's see. Looks like there's, was it 29 people participating? Kind of cool. A lot of the main players we've seen. You moved the skill and used it wrong. It was Oshi, not Ninja. Oh no. Well, GG's. Yeah, I was wondering about that one a little bit because it would not have one shot. So. Yeah, GG's super close in the end, even with that. Hello, Ruth. Thank you and welcome. Unfortunately, I am going to have to end the stream real soon. I could stay around and chat for a little longer. How am I? I'm doing well. I think I'm warmed up about as well as I'm going to be for the regional in like half an hour, so doing pretty well. Probably just gonna go eat in a sec here. Is there anyone to raid yet? I'm assuming neither of the casters are starting this early. Don't know if anyone else is warming up right into the last second though. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, I mean I won't raid anyone, but I'll just advertise for them. In about half an hour, there should be two casts going. One of them is going to be Lore Weaver, and the other one's going to be East. And they should be spectating different games. So you guys can pop in, check them out, and get as much content as you would like. 35 minutes still. Same difference. He usually starts to stream a little earlier. What are you supposed to do? Play the game? I'm gonna eat my meal beforehand. That's what I'm gonna do. That stupid fish won't show up red either. Well, thank you all for showing up today. I hope you enjoyed. My brain is basically only thinking about Temtem right now. That's kind of like the mode I wanted to get in. So I can't think of what much else to say for ending, but thanks again. I'll see you guys. Bye bye.